All right, and we are live. So, yeah, I was just on the lead attorney's channel. He was doing a live stream about Omi, somebody I've never heard of. So, I figured, I just want to chat a little bit about that, my experience, and see if we could learn a little bit more about what exactly the fuck happened with Omi. I didn't mean to curse. Sorry, YouTube. So the first thing I'm looking for is can I share my screen while this is on? And if not, then where's my phone so we can read? Which doesn't seem like it is. There's got to be a way to do it. No? All right, so I guess the way that everybody else does it, they have some other type of program which they are then streaming from. You learn something new every day. So let's just Google it. Omi. Omi in a, so it's Omi in a Hellcat. Got it. That wasn't a play on words, the title of the video, Omi and the Hellcat. I just thought it was Omi. I don't even know who he is. So let's start with this fucking Wikipedia. I gotta stop cursing on these lives. All right, Wikipedia. Hello. Can we find Wikipedia? How is somebody's Wikipedia not the first thing? All right. There we go. So, no, that's not even Wiki Bio Age. What the hell? Maybe if I just, is that not his name? Is that something different? What the hell is going on? Omi Wikipedia. That really shouldn't be that hard. Okay, there we go. Is this the same person we're talking about? Jamaican singer? Is that even what happened? Career? Somebody, I don't know if we're talking about the same person. So I'm going to go back to that other thing there. And just read an article. What is the first article that comes up in Google? And then just for fun, we'll go over to DuckDuckGo and see what they have to say. Oh, Morty, you want to come? Come. Say hi. This is Morty. All right. Do I want to sign in? Of course I don't want to sign in. They're not going to... I just can't read the Washington Post without signing in. For real? Well, that's obnoxious. Okay, well, then I'm not watching, I'm not reading that. Fox 29. YouTuber Omi in a Hellcat speaks out after arrest in federal piracy case. Local YouTuber Bill Omar Carrasquillo, known as Omi in a Hellcat, speaks with Fox 29's Chris O'Connell after he was accused by federal authorities of heading a massive digital conspiracy theme. Oh, from Jersey. Why don't I know about this? Swedesboro, New Jersey. After a 2-year investigation, a 69-page indictment outlines what federal prosecutors say was one of the largest illegal TV pirating rings they've ever seen, and it was allegedly run by a New Jersey YouTube star. True to his social media persona, Omi in a Hellcat says he is not backing down. Known by more than 1 million followers for showing off his high-end cars, expensive jewelry, and megawatt smile, the sensation known as Omi in a Hellcat gained internet fame over the past 5 years. In a 62-count federal indictment, he's known by the government by his name, Bill Omar Carrasquillo. The 34-year-old is charged with conspiracy to commit copyright infringement, tax evasion, and fraud. I don't think I ever did anything wrong. Obviously, I was running business wide open in the public. Now we're going to have our day in court, said Carrasquillo. I'm just going to refer to him as Omi. Fresh out of federal custody with a camera in hand, blah, 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 blah. You're saying you're completely innocent of those charges? Fox reporter asked. Not completely innocent would be a false statement. Ignorance is no excuse for the law, says Omi. He claims his pastime. So what the hell did he do? The indictment claims from 2016 to 2019, Omi and two partners created an illegal multi-million-dollar TV streaming empire. It claims his company stole and retransmitted cable signals from companies like Comcast and Verizon Fios. Subscribers would pay $15 a month, a $15 a month subscription for access to premium cable channels, on-demand movies, and pay-per-view events, including, according to the indictment. Omi was arrested in his home early Tuesday morning. The arrest was live streamed by his followers on social media. I mentioned that in the on the lead attorney's channel, and part of what I was saying was that he, from what I know of the case, it's very reminiscent of Tekashi 6ix9ine, where he did all this stuff for clout, and now he's kind of in a place where he's got to keep it up because that's all he is, and he can't. He rolled over and snitched on everyone in court, and now it's not the same. Even though he got out and tried to get back to it. And I mean, I'm not super tapped into that world, so maybe I'm talking out my ass. But I don't know. You tell me. So the full indictment. I found a loophole. I ran through it, and I did great. There's other colleagues in the same business I was in, and they never got in trouble with the FBI. Not a great argument. Said every drug dealer ever. Omi says he knew an arrest could be imminent. Then what are we talking about? Back in November 2019, his sprawling home was raided by agents who hauled away more than $35 million in assets. The government confiscated dozens of properties around Philadelphia and more than 50 vehicles, including a $205,000 Bentley, a $140,000 Tesla, and a $233,000 Rolls Royce. Ballin'. Local YouTuber known as Omi Hellcat, they just said all this. Facing decades in prison, the former drug dealer turned North Philly turned millionaire says he's already moved on to other business ventures while his case goes through the system. Did I blatantly just I guess that's what he said, and they're just quoting it, and it's not a typo. Did I blatantly run away from the law and try to evade? None of that stuff I've ever done. Okay, so that's obviously a direct quote. I get it. Part of what I brought up on the stream was Napster, and somebody else brought it up, but I don't know. I don't feel like they really got into it, and Spotify is one of the biggest, most influential companies in existence right now, especially if we're just talking culturally. So, and that was built on the back of the whole Napster fiasco. For those of you who are old enough to remember, the first way to illegally, I don't know if it's the first way, but the first big way to illegally download stuff was a program called Napster. You download Napster, and then you could connect to other people's shared file on their computer through the internet, and whatever was on there, you could just grab it and make a copy of. And that's how, everything is now these days. That seems like, yeah, of course, how else would you do it? But this was in the days of CDs, and people were buying CDs. And so record sales were a big deal. And so, you can go read and watch about Metallica and Lars being involved and at the forefront. And, when I was a kid, I was a young teenager around this time, and I was like, screw you, because the another similar point I actually made about the cable companies now is that for somebody who doesn't have the money, and this is not an excuse, especially now as a creator. I definitely understand the intellectual property and why that's important. But that doesn't change the fact that if I'm somebody who can't afford to listen to your music, consume your content, whatever it is, and I just can't do it, then wouldn't you rather me pirate it and at least learn about it and see it and go on social media and talk about it and build buzz? That is definitely a rationalization, but it's also not bullshit. It actually does hold water. There's a number of shows that I procured through illicit means, and allegedly, and I was all all over social media about them. And I'm just one person, but that is the economy these days. If it's not being talked about, then it's just nothing. So there's something to it. I'm not excusing piracy outright. It's not fair, but it's not something that's going away. This was like I said, this was something that started 20 years ago, and the technology is there, so it's not going to stop. Spotify has done a good job of creating an infrastructure where people can stream music and do it legally. Of course, you've got to pay for it, or you've got the ads. And I hate this Spotify user interface because I don't pay for it. I'm all into my my YouTube channels and my podcasts, so I don't really listen to music like I used to. I'm wearing my Ampeg shirt right now. I used to be in bands, and music was my entire life for so long. And I still, love music deeply, passionately. But, I just find my time is better spent listening to podcasts and watching videos of people who are smarter and more successful than me. So that's, I don't know where it's going to take us, but the idea of having to pay for Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and download Peacock, and I just bought this computer that I'm using is the one that I'm using for the podcast. I want it down here and not upstairs in my room. And I don't like, I have a couple Fire Sticks, but they're just very limited in what you can do, and I spend a lot of time just. If I'm not recording, I don't use this room. So I'm in my bed and I'm watching TV from my bed, but I also want to be able to do all the things I need to do from my bed. And, the main thing is just that I watch YouTube at 2 times speed, and you can't do that on a Fire Stick. If you could, or if you can, let me know. Maybe I'll go back to it. Well, now I already bought the Chromebook, but point being, I wanted the computer to connect to the TV, not some other whatever the fuck you call those things. Then when I wanted to start back up the podcast, it was just too much to my lazy ass to come down and set everything up every time. So I wanted to have it here, good to go, so that in situations like this, when I see the lead attorney is live and I'm able to hop on in front of 1,000 people instead of literally nobody right now, then that's an opportunity I want to hop on. And if I have something, an idea that strikes, I don't want to let it lose it because I'm just too lazy to get up and unplug the computer and bring it down here and set everything up and check the lighting and the lights are set. It's 3 lights, boom, boom, boom. And then this light, and then, this is set here. And so I just turn it on and go. And so that helps. So the point of all this is that I bought the Chromebook that I use now in my room, and it's so much better than a Fire Stick that I wouldn't be able to go back to that. Even if they had even if you could speed up YouTube, there's just so much that with a wireless mouse and keyboard that you can do from your TV that you just can't with a Fire Stick. I don't remember where the fuck I was going with that. Yeah, I don't know. So let's read a little bit more about this, see if there's anything else interesting about this. No, that's the end of the article. So I don't know. Regarding the being on the stream, I think it was definitely not my best look, but it was the first time I did it. And I was definitely nervous. I felt like I was a little too chatty and not really engaging as much, but it's something I'm new at. So this is why we're here, and this is also why I want to show you guys. This is the growth. My hope is that in a few years, if not shorter, this will become something that I can look back and laugh at, and I'll feel like this is pathetic. I mean, it is pathetic. I'm sitting here in my living room talking to nobody, but that it will lead to something that I can look back and laugh on the fact that it's pathetic. Now, I would love for 1,000 people to be watching this, but that's not the case. So I will clip the part where I'm in the stream from the lead attorney. Definitely go check out his channel. It's awesome. He is an attorney, so he's just got a lot of great information. I found him through the whole Fresh and Fit Abba and Preach debacle. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but he did some crazy like 6-7 hour streams. Today was it was already 5 hours before I hopped on. So I don't know when that stream will finish, but when it does, I'm definitely going to clip that. I'll put that up on the channel, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Even if it's talking shit, I want to know. I want to hear about it, and I'm not gonna just change who I am for the channel, but I do want this to be the best that it can be. So let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and follow me on social medias at IDRYBlutch. That's IDRYBLUTCH. Say goodbye to Morty. Bye. And we will see you next time. Peace.